Do you have goals? Do you have great dreams that you want to achieve? So what is stopping you? Have you heard of the phrase that says that you are your own worst enemy? Yes, but actually you are not your own worst enemy. It's your mind. It's the way you think. Through this presentation, I introduce you to 3 very powerful mental hacks that helps you to turn your worst enemy into your greatest ally. So instead of having a mind, having a mentality that is stopping you from achieving your goals, it helps you, it empowers you to achieve your goals faster in a more effective way. Are you ready? Let's start. There is actually a lot of things that we need to learn from children, not from other children, actually from our own childhood. We need to go back and remember what we knew, what ability that we had that we lost over time. When was the last time you had a dream? When was the last time you were daydreaming? Hopefully it was recently. Otherwise it means that you lost a great ability over time. Children dreams, the dreams of great things that they're going to have in their future when they grow up. For children, their imagination is a tool to see the future that they want to live in and be in it. But what happens is that as we grow up and we get closer and closer to our adulthood, we face with harsh reality. And this harsh reality, these difficulties, pushes us to rethink about what we imagined, and we become realistic. As if being realistic means the opposite of having a vision and having imagination. So if I'm realistic, it means that I shouldn't have any dreams. I should see what's possible here now and achieve that, and what is not possible is what I haven't achieved yet. And by doing that, we come to a conclusion that a mediocre life is the maximum we can have. So let's struggle, work hard every day and night, and just keep being okay. But if you dare to be among those who never stop dreaming, then you realize that one of the great things that you have to deal with is a lot of barriers, a lot of challenges that comes along you while you're going toward your dreams. You don't want to end up being a dreamer that only dreams without realizing his dreams or without doing anything about it, right? But you want to be a dreamer that take action. And in order to do that, one of the most important things that you need, right, mental strategies that helps you, empowers you to move forward. Here, I like to introduce you to 3 of them that has been used by great men and women throughout the history. Let's start with them. Here I quickly go through all the 3 strategies that I just mentioned to you that you can use in order to live your life with much more power and achieve your goals. Number 1 is die before going into battle. Number 2, bury the shame. And strategy number 3 is enjoy the discomfort. Having these 3 mental hacks, mental strategies, is like having 3 balloons that lift you up and gives you wings in order to fly. Strategy number 1, die before you go into the battle. This strategy was used by many great leaders throughout the history. More specifically, the ancient samurais in Japan used this in order to win in the war ahead of them. How they would use that? A samurai, as you probably heard, would be a warrior that would go through intense training for years and master the skills that he needed in order to face the battle and fight bravely. What is you are practicing is different than what reality is. In reality, you can go into the battle and you can die, and this could be scary. When fear comes to your mind, you won't be able to function in your best. You have doubts. You start thinking on the consequences, and these consequences will keep you away from thinking about what you got to do in order to win. So what samurai would do, they would accept death even before going to the battle. So they would consider themselves as dead. They would say goodbye to their families and would prepare everything that today is going to be my last day. But still, I'm going to the battle. I'm going to fight. I'm going to bring my best into it. And I know I'm going to die. So at least I'm going to die bravely. Whatever goals you achieve, one of the greatest things that stops you from moving forward with all you have is the fear of failure. Many people avoid answering to this fear. Many people think that the best way to really deal with fear is to ignore it. But it's actually the opposite. Listen to the fear. Say, okay, I'm afraid. What am I afraid of? What is the worst case scenario? If I fail, what's going to happen? And see if your goals really worth it. If you love what you do, if you have a passion that you want to achieve your goals, no matter what, then you would say that I'm prepared for the worst case scenario. Even if I fail, still I want to try. And this has been practiced by many people who realize that they don't want to live a mediocre life. So before starting anything, think about the worst case scenario. See if you're prepared for that. And consider that as a reality, as a fact, as something that might happen to you. And you accepting it, accepting that you might fail, but still you want to do your best in order to achieve your goals. Strategy number 2 is more about other people. So as human beings, we are social and we live with others. We live with people that we care about. But when you start something that is not normal, not usual, something greater than normal, usually you face with a lot of criticism. People start convincing you that what you are doing is too risky, what you are doing is not right, not appropriate for the society, and all of these things can stop you from really trying new things. As you know, with the modern world, innovation is the key. But innovation always comes with the risk. With the risk of making some people don't like what you're doing. And if you keep thinking about it and worrying about these things, you're never gonna do anything. So this strategy means that first you think about your great goal, and you know what your goal is with a good intention. You want to do something great into the world. You want to contribute to the progress of the world. You want to solve a big problem in the world. You want to do something that matters. For going toward that goal, you have to do things that normally people don't approve. What you do at the beginning, you say, I'm a shameless person because I want to not worry about but my goal, and I do my best to achieve this goal. Yes, I have set of rules and values that I don't cross red line. But apart from that, I'm not going to worry too much about what other people think. But instead, I listen to criticisms, what people say, and learn from it. But I still keep doing what I got to do. And by doing this, you will realize that achieving your goals become much easier, and your mind is helping you instead of working against you. So get used to being criticized, because this is normal as long as you go toward your goals and act boldly and fast. Don't sit too long on what great things that you want to do, what those things that you're really excited and you know that if you do it, it's going to contribute a lot to the progress of achieving your goals. And above all, change your paradigm. Have a paradigm shift that's saying that when I make mistakes, it's a good thing, because all the people who achieve their goals, all the people who go beyond their current abilities, current means, they have to make mistakes in order to learn from the mistakes and move on and achieve their goals. Strategy number 3, enjoy being uncomfortable. Yes, get used to it. This is also a mental strategy. Why? Because normally our mind keeps encouraging us to go toward joy, toward things that we enjoy, toward things that we like, toward things that they are comfortable. This is a normal situation for life, for the mind. It always keep doing that for us. With that, we get used to things. We get used to the life that we have. We get used to all the things that we have. And by getting used to that and being comfortable with that, we avoid risking. But in order to achieve great goals and go toward life the way you want to go, you have to risk all this comfortable situation that you build up for yourself. And your mind keep reminding you, if you take the risk, you're going to lose these things. But if you have adopted this strategy that you enjoy the discomfort, you're fine being uncomfortable, then the, this barrier will be removed. And now you move toward the unusual situations, toward learning skills that really is hard to learn, toward meeting people that you really don't want to meet, toward even adopting habits that you really don't like, to even toward changing the values that you adored for years, but now you know that these values are really didn't help you. Beliefs that you build up for years and you love them, but you realize these beliefs are limiting you. When you learn how to be uncomfortable for the sake of your goals, for the sake of achieving what you want in life, you speed up your growth, you speed up the pace toward your success, and you achieve your goal. So build yourself to be tough, physically tough and mentally tough. Emotionally, when you see hardship, don't see it as negative things. When you have a stress, don't see it as a negative thing, seeing as a reality. Thank you very much for watching this presentation up to the end. Please hit the like button or even subscribe so you can watch the following presentation that I'm going to create in the future. And I love to hear from you. Please write in the comment your experience. What do you think about these three strategies? Have you ever used them? Any of them been useful to you?